This is so clear and so important to have. Today, we live in a very dark world, and it's not a secret for us. It's really dark. And we don't need to be pessimistic to speak like this. But at the same time, we know that the world has never been good. See, to the point where Jesus told us, the prince of this world is Satan. Satan took Jesus during the temptations in the desert to a mountain and showed him all the kingdoms of the world and told him, all of this has been given to me. If you kneel and worship me, I give it to you. And you see what Satan is, and you see what this world is about, and you see who runs this world. So a lot of people get confused. I know people that don't buy certain types of toothpaste because they belong to the Masons, right? And I say to them, you know what? If you think that this soap or this toothpaste or this shirt belong to the Masons, you better go into a cave and live naked the rest of your life, because the world is in the hands of the devil. But God taught us to bless everything. Your food, everything you do, bless it, and it will be good. So you don't have to be afraid. We live in the world, and we have to bless everything we do in the world, and the Spirit of God will protect us. We should never be afraid, and we should never expect the world to be good. Why are we surprised that evil people are infiltrating the church or trying to run humanity and turn it into one world order? Why are we surprised when that is the kingdom of the devil? The devil is always trying to get people to be slaves of his kingdom. So it's not a big surprise. What we need to focus on is on salvation of souls, beginning with ours. We should never be afraid. We should never be afraid about the end of the world. A lot of people are concerned about that. I tell them, are you afraid about the end of the world? You see, how about the end of your life? You see, it could be right now, this evening. Are you ready? Are you ready? This should be your worry, the end of your little life, not the end of the whole world. When we die and we go before Jesus, he's not going to ask us for the world. He's going to ask us for your soul. See, and this is very important to have clear, but we can see how diverted and confused people get, because they hook themselves into conspiracies, into all kinds of weird information. And I feel sad for them, because they lose focus on the truth. They are not Christ-centered any longer, and they become strange people. You see, some people in the church are of the right and others of the left. And I tell people, both of them are derailed. They don't belong to the center of the cross. We should be in the center of the cross. We are not of the right or the left. Some people think the ones on the right are good. They are sweating holy water there and feeling holier than everybody. They are holier than the Pope, holier than everybody. And the ones on the left, they are crazy. Everything for them goes. And then you can see both sides are wrong. They are not in Christ's center. They are not Christ's center. And we need to be attentive, because this is the kind of distractions that the devil brings. The devil is very astute. And sometimes the devil makes you feel really holy because you are very religious, right? And what happens when you are so religious is that you lose charity, and you begin judging others, and you begin thinking those that are not as religious as you are not good, you know? And this is the way the devil turns us down and twists us and separates us from the center of Christ. And the only way to stay sober and to stay coherent as a Catholic is to be small, humble, simple, to be sacramental, to be a prayerful Catholic and a good Catholic of heart, of good works. And this is what takes us home. If you want to make it home, just be simple and humble. Don't be so intelligent and so creative, and don't have so much information. We don't need all that trash, all those information. People are always picking up all kinds of information. And I said, watch out, you don't need any of that. See, Everything has been revealed to us by Jesus. Nothing new is going to come from nowhere any longer. You want to know the truth? It's in the gospel. That is the truth. If you don't go by the gospel, you are lost. Because there are a lot of messengers today bringing a lot of new messages. And I tell you, there is nothing new under the sun other than the gospel. And it's already done. We don't need to look anywhere. And this is the only way as Catholics that we can be coherent and we can be safe from confusion, safe from all the information that roams around, and to be good Catholics.